This is terrible news for the New York Knicks. During tonight's Cavs game, during the first minute of the game, Jalen Brunson went down with some type of knee injury. We're going to break down the latest update on Jalen Brunson, why this is significant, and why a lot of Knicks fans, including myself, are absolutely worried right now. All of this and so much more today. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. And make sure you have notifications turned on so you don't miss a second of the new content. And now, let's get started. Jalen Brunson goes down with a left knee injury. I don't know what to say anymore, guys. It's like the injury gods have an eye right on the New York Knicks, and they keep poking the Knicks each and every month. Who else are we going to lose? We've lost OG Anunoby. We've lost Julius Randle. We've lost Mitchell Robinson. Isaiah Hartenstein is still dealing with a sore Achilles. Dante DiVincenzo limps each and every other game. Josh Hart is playing 40-plus minutes nearly each and every game. And now we have Jalen Brunson go down before the first minute of the game? What is happening in New York? Why are we having all of these injuries? It's just building up. Each and every single injury. And tonight, it just broke everything all together. When I saw this injury in real time, when I saw it happen, I couldn't believe my eyes. I didn't know what happened. And then I saw Jalen, poor Jalen, on the floor, barely able to get up. And then when he does get up, he can barely put weight on that knee. He can barely stand. He needs help getting back to the locker room. That's what I had to see our all-star point guard had to go through tonight against the Cleveland Cavaliers. He didn't even get to play. And I know it sounds like we didn't win the game. Actually, we did win the game. We won the game behind very good plays from Josh Hart and Dante DiVincenzo. And while I should be happy about that, I can't be. Because even when we win, folks, we lose. We got the W against Cleveland. We needed that victory. But you know what else we need? A healthy Jalen Brunson to be able to make noise when it matters the most, the postseason. But instead, I have to create videos and give you guys updates on things like this. Shout out to The Athletic for giving us the following update. Knicks Jalen Brunson suffered an apparent left knee injury while shooting a jumper early in the first quarter Sunday against the Cavaliers. Brunson, an all-star for the first time this season, is averaging 27.7 points and 6.7 assists. Both career highs. Both career highs for Jalen Brunson. And then after that update, we get this final update from Tom Thibodeau and NBA insider Steph Bondy regarding Jalen Brunson. This is probably the last update we're going to get about Jalen until tomorrow. Take a look at this update. According to Tom Thibodeau, Jalen Brunson has a knee contusion. X-rays are negative, though. Knee contusion. That could mean a whole host of things. It could mean he could miss a couple of games, a couple of weeks, a couple of months. Who knows? Nobody knows. I have no idea because knee contusions have a level of severity with them. Some of them are lower level. Some of them are higher level. It just depends on how bad you've injured it. And we don't know that yet. It's all speculative. The only thing we know for sure right now is this update, what we just went ahead and got through, that Jalen Brunson suffered that apparent left knee injury while shooting a jumper. And then obviously this one, directly from Tom Thibodeau, telling us that injury is now a knee contusion. And if anybody didn't watch what happened, if you look at what happened during that play, and shout out to Fred Katz for giving us the following information. Brunson didn't appear to roll over his ankle or knee or anything. Didn't seem like anyone knocked him either. Looked just like a non-contact injury. Took up for a jumper, started to flinch in the air, and then went down holding his left leg. Bondy also mentioned the following on this. Ready for the worst possible news? Jalen Brunson is hurt and limping, and it looks like it was a non-contact injury. And Fred Katz of The Athletic helps to double down on this again by stating the following. Brunson is being helped off the court, and he heads straight to the locker room. He couldn't walk off on his own. Jalen Brunson is down, holding his left knee, and appears to be in a lot of pain. Out of all the players the injury basketball gods could have robbed us of, Jalen Brunson is not the player you take away. How many guys do you have to take away from us? This was the year for the Knicks to make an impact, to make a statement. Now, maybe they still can. Maybe a miracle happens. Everybody gets healthy and better with a good chunk of time remaining that they can gel together, get that chemistry together, and then make some noise in the playoffs. Maybe that still happens. But the likelihood, the possibility, the chances of that are getting lower and lower by the minute after each and every single one of these setbacks, after each one of these injuries. What have we done to the basketball world to deserve this rash of injuries to this Knicks team? One of the best Knicks teams I've seen in I don't even know how long. I think I said a better part of a decade a couple of videos ago. I think I'll stick with that. The better part of a decade. And this is what we have to see. This is what we have to deal with. We were a few weeks away from getting Randall, OG, and Mitch back to pair with Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, who's been going off lately, Josh Hart, Bojan Bogdanovic, and Alec Burks. We are about to get the full squad together. And now we have to deal with another injury. And not an injury to a low-level player or a bench player. Our all-star, our point guard, the guy that makes the New York Knicks go even when we don't want to go, in Jalen Brunson. And we lose him. We lose him to a knee contusion and something that could potentially keep him out for a number of weeks. If we lose Brunson for a number of weeks, OG, Randall, Mitch for a number of weeks, and we have to rely on who we have right now with this next man up mentality. And listen, all credit to the New York Knicks, all credit to this roster for pulling out that victory on the road, doing it without their star players. I understand it. I get that. I don't think that's going to happen every single night, especially when you play very good teams. I understand. We just need to float by until we can get our players back. The problem is we keep adding players to the injury list, so that means the time that we have to float by increases even more. So now I have to float by without Jalen Brunson? Jalen Brunson, all-star guard Jalen, somebody that we're talking about who potentially could be in the MVP conversation. I have to do without him for how long now? How many games? How many weeks? Guys, I just don't know what happened. I was watching this game, so hyped to watch it. No Donovan Mitchell, no Karis LeVert. I thought we had Jalen Brunson going in healthy. I thought we could not only take this game, blow it wide open, and hopefully get the victory with all of our players intact. But no, we get the victory and lose one of our biggest pieces in the process. We just can't make anything easy. It always has to be difficult. It always has to be something that happens. We just can't get all our players back to be dominant again, because that's all I want to see. I want to see this Knicks team be what it can be, dominant. We know it, right? Everybody watching right now, you know when healthy, this Knicks team will dominate other teams in the NBA. And each and every time we are this close from seeing it, it's taken away. It gets robbed. So we don't get to see it. We have to wait longer. We have to continue to be patient, continue to wait until this team can get healthy. Playing other players 40 plus minutes, 45 minutes, whatever the case may be. And then what happens if they go down? What happens if they get an injury? Does that mean we have to float longer without those players? So it's going to be a continuation of this float game. Float until we get this player back. Oh, wait, we lose a couple more players. It's okay. We're going to get more players back, and we'll just float along until we can get those other players. Float, 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 float. When are we going to stop? When are we going to be healthy? When are we going to have all of our players back so we can do exactly what we were doing to start this year? Dominate. Dominate teams. That's all I want to see. Jalen going down sunk my entire heart, took my entire feeling out of this game. I'm telling you guys, I just didn't care anymore. Honestly, when Jalen Brunson went down and I saw this Knicks team winning, I saw how good they were doing without Jalen. A part of me was enjoying that, but a large part of me couldn't accept it. Couldn't enjoy it to the fullest extent that I possibly could have, because in the back of my head, I knew Jalen was out. And I knew after the game, win or lose, whether we got the victory or not, the Jalen injury was still going to be there. It was still going to be a thing. And look at this. We got the victory. We all should be happy. A part of me is. But like you guys, I'm sure a lot of you guys, just like me, feel like the victory, the way we should be feeling after a win like this, has just been deflated due to this Jalen Brunson injury. Because you don't want Jalen Brunson to go down and have this victory. If anything, I would rather have the victory and Jalen, not a victory without Jalen. Not like this. Not with this type of injury to one of our best players on this team. I don't know what to think. I don't know how to feel, and I'm just very distraught at the moment, guys. My heart is sunk to the floor, and I'm just waiting. I don't even know what I'm waiting for because I know I'm not going to get another update about Jalen for the rest of this evening. I know the next update I get about Jalen will be tomorrow at best, and if it's not by tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. I don't even know when. I don't know what to do with myself right now. I'm sure you guys feel the same way too. Please, guys, leave a comment below and let me know how you're feeling about this Jalen Brunson injury as well too. Are you sharing the same type of concerns, the same type of pain that I'm sharing as well too? Or do you have a more optimistic view about it? Let me know in the comments below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. It breaks my heart to do a video like this. Jalen, from me, from all Knicks fans all over the world, in New York City, everywhere, please get better. Please feel better. And please come back healthy for this Knicks team as soon as possible. Don't rush back. Take your time. But please come back this season because I got to say it. We absolutely need you. But until next time, Knicks fans, don't forget to smash that like button, leave a comment below, and of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knicks fans. Peace.